Hello, everybody. Rose Thorn here again, reacting to Foodie Beauty and her live stream Kitchen Bees. So, I have been very busy today, as you all well know. On top of reacting to all of Foodie's regular stuff, I did the 3 standalone videos to help people better understand some of Foodie Beauty's content. I did the video talking about her content and the relationship she has with Nader. And the final standalone video is about the dynamic between herself, Dee and Nader, how they all work together. So this live stream, Kitchen Bees, she's doing a lot of the same things as the other reacts. The environment is still the same. The outfit is still the same. Thank goodness she has her clothes on right now, because I've seen far too much of Chantal half naked today, more than what I wanted to see. And I peeked at the live stream and I found a few key places that I would like to react to. And then we're going to move on to the comment section and call it a night. So let me just go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see what I'm seeing. All right. And there she is. There's our lady of the hour, Miss Chantal. So, no big surprise. She talks about Nader, complains about Nader again, like she hasn't done that a million times before. And right about 1 hour, 22 minutes is when she starts talking about other things related to Nader and Dee. So let's just get started from here. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Can I be a wedding singer at your wedding?
No. No.
No. I've got to be your friend.
Nope, nope, no. I am not allowing you to disrespect my music, Chantal. I grew up in the 80s, madam. I was there the first day that MTV played their first video. Yes, I'm that old. I was there with the very first music video that MTV played. Anybody who's not that old and did not witness it, I will tell you the first video that MTV played on MTV. They played Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles. And by the way, I love that song too. But here she is disrespecting Dead or Alive, Round and Round. I will not have that. You will not disrespect my music, Chantal. I will not let you. No, ma'am. No, no, no. You're not going to mess up all my good memories. I am not allowing you to take that from me. You've already taken part of my sanity. You've already robbed me of sleep. You're not allowed to take my music. I will not let you go that far. No, ma'am. No. No. Mm-mm.
Get me from work. He moves in the villa and he'll kick you out. Shut up and leave. He called, right? No, he didn't call me. I swear.
No, of course he didn't call her because they've been texting all day. So she is telling the truth. He hasn't called her, although she's probably called him. But even before that, the live streams that she just did, you see her texting him on her phone. So they've been in communication all freaking day. And she didn't even have the good sense to do it away from the camera. She literally did it on camera where everybody could see.
Where? Yes. Oh, that's it. No. I don't know why Janet.
So this person, not Alyssa L. Shammy, says, if you want to win Nader back, you got to get on Dee Dee's kinky level. See, that's the problem. It's not just about kink. It's about attitude. It's about her natural nature, you see. Nader is a very aggressive, dominant type personality. So is Chantal. And Chantal's been trying really, really hard to be some of the things that Nader expects in a woman, requires in a woman, to the point where she's saying and claiming things about herself that are not true, like the fact that she claims to be bisexual, which is not true. She's not bisexual. She will play at being bisexual if it means she can get near the man of her choice. If that's what she has to do in order to sleep with a guy or get a guy's attention, she'll do that. If that guy says that he doesn't like animals, then she won't like animals. If he likes a certain type of food, then she'll like that certain type of food, even if she hates it. Her personality is flexible, depending on whatever man she's around that she's enamored with. Here's the problem. Nada requires certain things. He requires that the woman in his life be more of a submissive type, someone who doesn't talk back, someone who doesn't argue with him, someone who doesn't show an ugly side. And Chantal has already done all of that. Even if Chantal were of a smaller size, let's just say she lost all the weight and she really took care of her health, which she's not going to do, but let's just say on a devil's whim, she did that. Even if she were of a much smaller size, Nader still wouldn't claim her because they're too much alike. They're both narcissistic. They're both control freaks. They're both grifters. They're both manipulating. They're both selfish. They lack compassion for other people or other situations that have nothing to do with them. They're too much alike. And they both want to be top dog. They have the same personality. They both want to be in control. And because they both want to be in control, they constantly play head games with each other. They're always trying to hurt each other and be one on top of the other. Chantal wants to be in control of Nader. She will never be in control of Nader. She will never own Nader. Likewise, Nader is not going to allow her to control him. He's not going to listen to Chantal, no matter how much money she has. He will never be under her thumb. And Chantal's got so much time and money invested in that scumbag that her narcissistic ego will not let her quit. She's determined to run after him at whatever cost, even if it means sacrificing everything about her life, all of her money. She would rather do that than let her ego get bruised and admit, I got taken for a sucker and I got used. And that person never cared about me. To keep from losing, she'll keep playing the game. She'll never just cut her losses and let go. Never. She'll never do that. That'll never, ever happen. And so the drama and the Nader Chantal saga will continue. Never. And while we're here, I'm getting really, really tired of people in Chantal's chat. You VIBs. You all need a good slap upside the head. Because I keep seeing you guys say to Chantal, oh, he's a grifter. He's a con artist. And I'm sure whenever you say that, Chantal is smirking inside of her head. Because whenever you say that, you've confirmed to her that you're only seeing half the picture. She has successfully painted a picture of he's the bad one, he's the grifter, he's the con artist, and I'm just being taken from my money and I'm the victim. That's what she wants you to see. That's what she wants you to believe. But your queen is as much a grifter and a con artist and manipulator as he is. As a matter of fact, she does it on a much bigger scale. She comes online every day. She takes your money. She doesn't even try to give you great content. She sets up paywalls. She asks you to pay for them, and she never gives anything in return, not even good content. So before you say, oh, he's a grifter, he's a scammer, they both are. And this whole thing on YouTube, it's one big giant scam. And anybody that's involved is involved. They're all guilty parties. Chantal, Nader, Dee, and Pete's. Because Pete's is an accomplice. He knows what's going on, and he keeps his mouth shut, and he will lie for Chantal if she asks him to, and she frequently does. When she has to go see Nader, she will tell him, don't say anything or tell people something, and he will. So he is an accomplice because he's getting a benefit too. He gets his bills paid and his rent paid if he's part of the game in his own way. So one big boat of scammers, grifters, and accomplices. That is the Chantal show. Absolutely.
No, I didn't understand. Yes, I've seen. Well, what did he tell her? Like, pretend like we're not fucking? Like, how embarrassed? Like, why? What the hell would that be? So I'm just gonna like use you till I'm legally allowed to see my. What does he say to her? I'm just gonna like stay here until I can legally see my girlfriend.
What?
Or he must not tell her that because that's
What? Wait, back up. I'm gonna stay here until I'm legally allowed to see my girlfriend. Wait. Did y'all hear what she just said? She referred to herself as his girlfriend, implying that they're in a relationship. Since when? Since when does a girlfriend pay for her boyfriend? Since when does a girlfriend give her boyfriend thousands of dollars to just hang around for a couple of days? Since when? So let me get this straight, Chantal. Let me see if I have the story straight here. Not too long ago, you said that you and Nader were working on your friendship. That's friendship. Now it's been upgraded to girlfriend. When did this happen? And how did it happen? Because the two of you are not supposed to be talking to each other, right? You said that you're done with him. You're not speaking to him anymore, even though you spoke to him today. And it's very obvious that you spent time around him. You do all your streams during the day and then you disappear at night. And then you come back the next day with a smile on your face. You're spending time with him. But even still, if you are spending time with him, it does not make you his girlfriend. Because if you were a true girlfriend, he would claim you. He hasn't claimed you. You may be a friend who happens to be female, but you're not a relationship in love type of girlfriend. But I think you're purposely using the word girlfriend to give your goings on with Nader more weight than what they actually have.
Why that one day she's like, are you getting back with her?
You know, as far as the girlfriend thing, I would say that Dee Dee is more the girlfriend to Nader than Chantal is, because he's living in her house. She spends time with him for free. She doesn't have to pay to spend time with Nader. They go places together publicly, and Nader does not act embarrassed to be seen with Dee Dee, to talk to Dee Dee around people. That's more girlfriend material than what he does with Chantal. With Chantal, he has to meet her in skeezy motel rooms on the outskirts of town. And remember when they went to the park? He was walking way ahead of her, like he wanted nothing to do with her and he did not want to be around her. If somebody is your boyfriend, they'd be walking next to you, talking to you, making conversation, acknowledging your presence. The whole girlfriend thing, Dee Dee is experiencing more of that with Nader than you ever have, Chantal. You're just a pay pig to him. You're just a cash cow that he milks for money. And you keep giving it to him like an idiot. Although I will stand by what I say, that I think that a lot of the hate that you profess to have for Nader, for Dee Dee, it's performative. It's performance art at its worst. It's all just a big play. And just like with any play, there are actors, there are parts to play. I think you and Nader and Dee Dee, you're all part of that play. And Pete's is just a sometimes walk-on actor that comes on, delivers a line, and walks back off stage. Likewise with anybody else that pops in for a minute and then disappears. You said you wanted your own reality show, but you would never commit to the schedule and the demands of a real reality show. And you said that one of the main reasons why you won't go on a real TV reality show is, in your words, they don't pay enough. So you found a way to make your own reality show on YouTube where you control every aspect and you get a lot more money. So just like with any show on TV that a person may watch, a lot of parts of it are made up, scripted, written out, imagined, exaggerated. There's lots of drama that's not real. And that's certainly true with your YouTube channel and your content. There's no real life truth here. It's all just exaggerated drama that makes no sense. Say something. Hello, Chantal. Earth to Chantal, wake up.
Dee Dee the grifter.
They're all grifters. They're all grifters. It's not just Nader. It's Chantal and Dee Dee. Nobody over on that side of the fence, their hands are clean. They're all dirty, filthy. Every single person. Say something, stupid. hate dead air. She's just sitting there. Come on now. You gonna stare at everybody?
Oh well, I'll talk whatever I want then.
Ooh,
so
she's
tired.
raging. Hold up. Is she mad? Ooh, I live for these parts. Hold on. Get mad. Please get mad.
Of Atlanta. Not sleeping together. He literally runs to the couch to make me believe that.
Who cares?
They were just lying about it.
You know, who cares if Dee and Nader slept together? It doesn't matter if they slept together or not, if they slept together a million times. The point is, Nader prefers Dee's company. And Dee is the more submissive person and she knows how to deal with Nader. You don't. The two of you fight, allegedly, all the time. You don't get along. You're too much alike in a lot of the wrong ways. He prefers her company so much that she gets to spend time with him for free. You have to pay for his time. You got to pay for his companionship. That should show you how much he hates you. That should show you how much he can't stand you. It's been several months and you guys can't spend more than a couple of days together. He hates you. He can't stand you. He's embarrassed to be seen with you in public. You are an embarrassment. And honestly, I don't blame him for feeling that way. You don't do anything to make yourself acceptable in public. Wearing dirty, disgusting clothes, not brushing your teeth, you stink. Who wants to walk next to or acknowledge a stinky person? Nobody. It's embarrassing. So he spends as little time as he can around you, and he acknowledges you as little as possible in public.
Right, yeah.
Say something. Oh, she's mumbling. I hate that. Either talk or get off live. Dang. Moving on. Elaine Dugan says they are scammers. Yep, they all are. It's not just one person, it's three. Potato says he's using you both. You're just easier to abuse and to not talk back. Nader's a scumbag. And I'm sure that even though Dee was hot to trot to go get Nader, I'm sure she's had her fill of him. But she's playing the game smart. She doesn't want to say anything to get him upset so they do have an actual physical fight. But as far as the using and abusing, let's paint the whole picture. Because like I said, Chantal likes to paint half a picture, and that half a picture is in her favor. What's the other half that she keeps away from y'all over there? She has said that she's an abusive person. She said that. I don't want anybody to forget that part, that she admitted that she's an abusive person. She's verbally abusive. Can anybody picture Chantal being verbally abusive? Because I can. I can see her being that person that she provokes a fight, that she starts an argument, that she kicks a lot of things off. I can see her mouth getting her in trouble and starting a brawl with someone. I can see that. So it's not just him that's being abusive. He is abusive. I can see Chantal being abusive too because she's abusive to people on her own channel. And I'm sure Nader isn't spared, even though she cares about him, or she says she cares. They're both horrible, rotten, abusive people. But she wants to paint this picture of, I'm not abusive, he's abusive, and he's hurt me so much, and he scammed me out of money. How in the world do you scam somebody out of money when in order for them to get the money, you have to give it to them? He's not stealing money out of her bank account. He's not using her card without permission. She literally gives it to him. VIBs and anybody on Chantal's side, listen. Can y'all just stop thinking that Foodie is some kind of innocent victim? She's not. She's not. This ridiculous picture of, I'm so vulnerable, and he took all these things from me. She gave him those things willingly. She gave him those things because she wanted to pressure and persuade him into a relationship that he did not want, that he did not ask for. She tried to push her way into his life, trying to use her money as a hook to get him close to her, thinking that was going to lead into a relationship. By doing that, she is predatory. She tries to find men that are not as financially stable. She puts the bullseye on them and she goes for it. She dangles her money in front of their face. Look at all this money I have. Look, I got money. I can help you. You don't have to work. I'll take care of everything. Coming off like the savior. I'm the good girl and I care about you and I'll do everything for you. And if the guy has problems with money, he'll take the bait. And then she thinks, okay, phase one has just happened. Phase two, I'm going to make this guy depend on me financially. Once he gets financially dependent on me, then I've got him. He'll have to be with me. He can't go anywhere. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't have money of his own. He doesn't have any kind of power. I have the power. And I can do whatever I want to him. And I can boss him around. And I can control him. Predatory. She is predatory. She is controlling. She is manipulative. So let's just stop with this ridiculous thinking that she's some kind of a victim. She's not. Everything she's done has been by choice. Everything. Nader never forced her to do anything. She did it because she wanted to, because she wanted something, and she was going after it. She wants Nader, but she can't have Nader. But she's still trying. All this talk about them getting a place together, trust me, that talk is not over. It's just been put on hold until her next paycheck. But at some point, it's going to happen. She is determined to win.
Anyways.
Here's another VIB idiot. Down Under says, he knew you were vulnerable and looking for love, so he went in for the kill. Question. Let's look at things from a logical angle. How would he know that she was vulnerable for love unless she came at him in a thirsty way? Chantal has said on video in the Meet Paz and La's live stream. Remember that live stream where she was sitting in his bedroom with a sheet wrapped around her and Nader was in the other room? Somebody asked her the question, have you ever thought about if he perhaps wanted to go to another woman, another sugar mama? And she said, well, I think about that all the time. And then she said, I've got a plan. I'm not as stupid as you guys think. Trust and believe. Something about an Aries. Those were her exact words. And Chantal likes to trump up the whole Aries thing because, according to her, Aries people can be very vengeful and very wrathful. Although I'm sure there's lots of good Aries people out there, and I'm sure they don't appreciate Chantal painting an ugly picture of what it is to be an Aries. But she said in that video, I'm not as stupid as you guys think, and I've got a plan. And then we saw what happened with her going to the police. She's not a victim. She wants everyone to believe that she's a victim because if she's a victim, nothing's her fault. Plot twist, everything is her freaking fault. Everything. Her being involved with Nader, her fault, her choice. Her giving him money, her fault, her choice. All the drama with Didi and Nader, her fault, her choice. She keeps going back. Everything that has happened to her has been by choice. So if it's by her choice, she is not a victim. She's not a victim of circumstance. She's not a victim of some horrible accident. No, she chose everything that happened and everything that keeps happening. And this whole thing is a scam. It's the Chantal show. It's one big, gigantic, exaggerated lie for the purpose of keeping everybody wondering and keeping everybody paying the money. Because without YouTube, Chantal has no income. So she keeps putting out the drama, keeping everybody tired, exhausted, hanging on by their fingernails, trauma dumping on people, going back and forth with this ridiculous narrative of he used me and he hurt me and he abused me. It's so horrible. And look at what the things they're doing to me. They're making me mental. And I really care about him, guys. You don't understand. All of that and more. Putting it in our faces. For what? For making money. This is not Chantal's truth right now. These live streams are not about her being truthful. It's about her making up a truth and selling it to people day after day. And there is no truth in any of it. It's just a truth that she fabricated, made up, packaged, manufactured, and decided to sell. And as strange as it is, it works for her because people still tune in and they still put up with this crap. Oh, here we go. So this super chat. Prissy Hippie says, that would hurt my feelings to the point of no return. Listen, Chan. Mama says liars and thieves go together hand in hand. They are lying and thieving, using you. They are scammers, hun. You know, whenever I see super chats like that and comments like that, I just want to bang my head on my desk. Because I can't believe people are so fucking stupid. So stupid. You know what, Prissy Hippie? I will give you a pass. Maybe you're somebody that you're not familiar with Chantal. Maybe you're a new VIB. Maybe you're someone that you haven't followed her for years. I have. Again, let's go back to what you just said. Mama says liars and thieves go together hand in hand. Well, guess what? If that's true, liars and thieves go together hand in hand. Chantal is a liar and a thief. And look who she's holding hands with. Nader. And look who Nader is holding hands with. Didi. Birds of a feather flock together. They are all the same. They are all grifting, scamming, no good, rotten, dirty liars. Chantal is the worst of all because she comes on here on YouTube She gets everybody worried and concerned for her. She says things that are very concerning. She triggers people, talking about things like DV and SA, saying, oh, he hurt me. He abused me. I call bullshit on all of that. I think that when her and Nader are okay with each other, they engage in consensual rough play, and she enjoys it. But when she gets mad at him, then she'll switch the narrative to, he abused me. That's how I feel. I don't think any SA or DV happened between them. That everything that went down between those two was consensual, but it became non-consensual when she was mad, because she flips back and forth on the narrative. And if DV and SA were real, you don't do that. You stick to one narrative, and that's all the narrative you need, because that narrative is the truth. But Chantal has said she exaggerated what happened. And when you exaggerate something, that means you're not telling the truth. You lie. You're lying somewhere. You're telling a lie about something. She's not innocent, our girl. She's not innocent at all. She's the biggest fucking liar on YouTube, the biggest scammer, the biggest manipulator. She can switch on her emotions at the drop of a hat to the point where it's scary. She knows exactly how to trigger people. She knows exactly what to say. She even uses anger and rage to make money. She knows how to play the system all too well. She knows how to play people all too well. She wasn't kidding when she said, I'm not as stupid as you guys think. I agree. She's not stupid. She is not a stupid person, at least that way. She is diabolically smart when it comes to manipulating people and scamming people. She's been doing it for years. In that way, she is far too intelligent. Far too intelligent. The other areas of her life need a lot of work. Need a lot of work. But when it comes to getting what she wants, getting money out of people, making them feel sorry for her, she knows too much of things that I wish she didn't know. But don't be fooled. She's not stupid. She's not a victim. She's not some vulnerable, stupid, fat girl being played by some scumbag. She knows exactly what's going on, and she's consenting to it. She consents to it every single time she gives him money. She has to consent to it because he doesn't take the money out of her purse. Y'all need to wake up over there and realize that she's just as bad as Nader, if not worse. Because before she gives the money to him, where does she get it? Where does she get it? She gets it from all of you, right? And her income and her lifestyle and his lifestyle and Dee Dee's lifestyle relies on all of you, right? Right. So the grifting starts there before it happens anywhere else. So how is she not the biggest scammer? How is she not the biggest grifter and liar? She is. Think about that the next time you send a $10 super chat, sending sympathy to Chantal.
Liars and thieves go hand in hand. They are lying and thieving, using you. They are scammers. That's nice. Okay, so that's peace kindling for a minute.
We got a rage coming up.
Thank you, Billy Jews. I did see that. Thank you.
She sounds really stuffed up tonight. Stop playing in the snow, Chantal.
So here's the thing, like, I agree, but the thing is like, whenever I'm with him, I have to be really quiet about our life, right? Because he's very private.
He's not private. He's not private. Nader is not a private person. He may be secretive, but he's not private because private people don't get on YouTube and make YouTube channels. And they don't get on YouTube acting the fool like Nader does. And they don't have little secret Zoom meetings like he does. They don't give out their phone numbers to people like he does. He's not private, Chantal. He spends plenty of time with Dee publicly. How is that a private person? He may be telling you that, but it ain't true. He's not private, he's secretive. Because he's a grifter, because he wants to keep the grift going and work as many people as possible, just like you. You grift people too. So in order to do the grift game, you got to do your game on your side. He's got to do his game on his. And he cannot acknowledge you or claim you because of the nature of his game. If you're a male grifter and you're grifting women for money and using pity or sympathy with a promise of romance, you cannot claim someone. You cannot say, I have a girlfriend. I have a lover. You have to give the appearance that you are alone. To give those that you're grifting the idea that maybe that one day they'll be with you and they'll send you money. That's how that kind of grift works. So he'll never claim you because you're public on YouTube and everybody knows the kind of money you make. If he claimed you, then the people that he's working with just say, well, what do you need my money for? You have a girlfriend. She's making well over $10,000 a month on YouTube. You don't need my money. It's another reason why he won't claim you. Everybody knows what you make. So if you got a man in your life and you're giving him money, everybody knows you guys are together. Other people say, I don't have to give my money. You're just fine. So he carries on with his grift. You carry on with yours. And you both work people for money on both sides of your fences.
So that's why I guess it's just hard for me because I'm so used to like talking to you guys about everything, you know what I mean? So
You don't really talk to everybody about everything. You just talk about the bad shit. The same old bad shit that we hear for months. You don't tell us everything. And if you do, it's something bad. It's always something bad. There's never anything good. That's another reason why people are getting tired of you, Chantal. And they're getting worn out because it's always bad. And it usually involves Nader. There's nothing but negativity on your channel. You should change your channel name to the Miss Negativity channel. That would be more appropriate. Change your channel name to Dumpster Fire channel. That would be appropriate, not Foodie Beauty. The continuous 24/7 dumpster fire channel, where the trash is always on fire. That could be your new catchphrase.
no, there's nothing really like it's not like a huge like revelation story time or anything. It's just like I guess my feelings about how I feel about everything. Like no, but he 13 hours like that's the thing. Like he's talking because he feels like he has to. Like because I talk first. He wishes it would be so private,
But that's never going to happen. You don't know how to make things private. To you, everything is content. You said yourself that if you want a man in your life, then you're going to bring them on your channel. You will expose them on your channel. You want someone that you can make into content. Everything to you is content. So how can you possibly be private when you don't even know what that word means?
no, I didn't say that, Stanley. What happened was there's no proof of him blowing him on the street.
Okay, hold on a second. Y'all give me just a moment. I'm just capturing a moment so that I can make that into my thumbnail. Hold up. Perfect. Now I got a picture for the thumbnail. Yes, I'm a bit salty and petty. I don't care. Okay, let's keep going.
Anyways. No, I mean, if I'm gonna hate him, I'm gonna hate him for things that are actually, like, true, not just stupid rumors. Yeah. So, yeah. Reginald, will you shut your fucking mouth? And
So she's raging at Reginald. Reginald says, "You're a fool." Reginald ain't wrong. You are a fool.
let me fucking talk. Jesus Christ. I don't need your fucking stupid fucking shaming shit. I haven't even.
It's so somebody telling Chantal something that is true, they're shaming her. She equates people telling her the truth to shaming her. That's the first place she runs to. That's her default. You tell her the truth, you say something truthful, you're shaming her, you're bullying her. Now, if he had said something like, "You are a disgusting, death fat fool," blah, 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 that would be kind of shaming. But he didn't say that. He just said, "You're a fool." But she immediately ran to her shield of, "You're shaming me."
And talked. Fuck. What's the deal? Goodbye. See you later. Why are you shaming me? I didn't even fucking talk. Okay. So. No, I'm blocking people who are getting on my fucking nerves and they're staying fucking blocked. I don't care how fucking boring. Stay bored then. It's your fucking fault.
And I have an honest question for the VIBs that get blocked and go back. The big question is why? Why do you go back? Is it because that maybe some of you over there are misfits and you don't feel like you belong anywhere else on YouTube? That there's nobody else to watch? There's no other chat rooms you can go into? What are you getting out of being a VIB? What are you getting out of it? Like, what good is coming from being a VIB? I'm genuinely curious. You're dealing with a woman who's verbally abusive to you. She puts you down, she insults you, she intimidates you by threatening to block you, or she does block you. She treats you all like shit. And yet you go back for more. That's an abusive relationship, by the way. Just because she's not physically hitting you or striking out at you, somebody acting this way on YouTube, it's abusive. She's giving you verbal abuse. And all of you idiots stay over there and you eat it up and you come back for more. So, curious question, why? What are you getting out of your memberships? What are you getting out of being around Chantal? She's a black hole of nothingness, of negativity, using the chat as a dumping ground for all of her problems that never seem to have solutions. She wants to have a constant 24/7 pity party, complete with balloons and a cake, and all of you have to attend. And even if she's crying into her cake, you're not allowed to comment. You're not allowed to give her advice. You're not allowed to try to help her. She doesn't want your help. She just wants your money. You're supposed to show up to the party, give her money, and let her be as negative as she wants. So, again, question, why are you putting up with that crap? I don't get it. I really, really don't get it. Like, what are you getting out of being around her? Out of all this constant back and forth, rehashed, broken record crap that never changes. Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of the same old crap? I just want to know. Let me know.
It's secretive, yeah.
So enough with that. Same old crap, different night. Let's go on to the comments. Miss Blackwood says, so she's all sad and acting weird because she's been messaging and calling Nader obsessively again today and he's not responding. Chantal has been a deranged stalker since she was a teen and it's only getting worse. The neighbor boys she stalked relentlessly until their father stepped in, breaking into the French lover's apartment to spy on him. And now the absolute insanity with Nader and Didi. If she actually gets charged with harassment over this, I will die laughing. So I guess there are some incidents in Chantal's past where she was stalking men. Well, looks like old habits die hard, don't they? I do remember Chantal saying some creepy stuff a long time ago when she first started seeing Nader. Y'all remember the live stream where she just kept saying over and over, I just have to get into his house. What a weird thing to say. I just have to get into his house. As if she had some sort of a plan to get near him. But she wanted to get into his house to establish the fact that she was starting to claim him. I remember that. I remember her saying that. And I also remember her saying that when it comes to men, at first she puts on a different version of herself, and then over time, she lets that other person see who she really is, because in her mind, when she feels like the other person's in love with her, then she doesn't have to pretend who she is anymore. So that gives you an idea of what kind of person she is. She's very deceptive, very much the liar manipulator. Lisa B says, what's so hard to understand? He took advantage of you because he saw a pathetic, obsessed, gullible, and lonely person. No matter what he did, you kept taking him back, excusing his behavior, and paying his way. The more he did, the more you allowed him to get away with. I think his intentions with the flat were you to have gone and for him to have his own place, knowing it guilt trip you into staying, just like the phone situation. He fed you a whole lot of lies, which you fell for from the start. The relationship was toxic. He told us he was putting up with you because he loved you. He was half lying the part he loved you. When you were trying to cross the stone path, he didn't even lend you his hand. He just watched you filming and laughed at your awkwardness, hoping you might fall for contented boyfriend material. I think not. I'm going to say it again. She's not a victim. She's not as weak as she appears to be. She's not. She's not a victim in this. I don't care what anybody tells me. I will die on that hill. She wanted this. She wanted Nader. She approached him. She threw out her money. She invited the situation, and she keeps it going. She is not a freaking victim. She's not. She can walk away anytime she wants. Laura of the Valley says, so we're back to the not understanding how things are between Chi and Koki behind the scenes. It's actually Pete who should be receiving a check from you. Right. So Chantal made a joke about being Pete's caretaker. You know, honestly thinking out loud about another way to scam the system out of money. In my comments to one of my React videos, Chantal, I was told in the comments from a caretaker, an actual caretaker, that Canada doesn't cover the cost of caretakers. So if that was a plan to get money from the government, well, that's not going to work. And honestly, Pete should get more of a check than you, because he's done far more for you than you have for him. At least that way, cleaning out your fupa, fetching your food, doing all kinds of things for you that no ordinary person wants to do. Will Be Tied says, always blows my mind that she's literally alone, talking to a phone or whatever device she's using. There's no actual human audience in her real life. When she turns off the camera, she is desperately alone. Heck, when she turns it on, she's desperately alone. Imagine being in that filthy house talking to a phone all day. The horror she must feel when she ends her streams. No wonder she's on 24/7. Well, She's on 24/7 because she spends more than she makes. It's about the money. It's not about loneliness. It's about the money because she's got to have money for herself and 3 other people. Angie says, when the nicest thing a man has done for you is to steal rat guy's stuffed cat toy to give you is deplorable on so many levels. Turn around and keep walking. She won't, though. She'll always walk towards him. Michelle says, wow, she really hates and blocks anyone who is honest with her. Yep. For her, truth equals shaming. You're shaming Chantal. You're shaming her. How dare you tell her the truth? You know why she's so offended by truth? Because her world is nothing but lies. And there's nothing more hateful to a liar or lies than truth. Truth is the antivirus for liars and lies. The one most offended by truth is the one who lies the most. That would be Chantal. Susan Olshan says, I'm pathetic. Most honest thing you've ever said. Agreed. Kaki Sharotel says, stop lying to yourself. It's not because he's private, it's because he's ashamed of being associated with you. Says a lot about you when a grifter is afraid to be associated with you. Think about that. Your evil is seeping out, Chantal. Oh, darling, it's not seeping out. It is pouring out of her like a waterfall. And anybody that gets near her can see it, they can feel it, they can taste it, they can smell it, and they stay away from it. When a scumbag crackhead doesn't want to be with you, that lets you know you must be especially evil and disgusting. Chelsea says, I don't feel sorry for a single soul in this except BBJ. The fact that she's so old and isn't being loved the most makes me literally sad. I lost my dog of 15 years in January, and I'd do anything to see her again. She was taken slightly sick and never came home to me again. Aw, she threw up and had a hard time walking. We assumed it was from the Christmas treats and sore paw. No, she was dying. I stayed up each night with her because she couldn't make it upstairs. We assumed an injured paw. Wake up, Chantal. Love your baby. Sam's got a long time. That baby girl doesn't. I am so sorry, Chelsea. I am so sorry about the loss of your pet. I know how hard that is. I really do. But if you ever see my video, I would like to offer this message of comfort that you had that pet in your possession, and I'm sure you were a wonderful pet parent, and you gave that animal 15 years of love and care and wonderful memories. And I'm sure that when that pet crossed the Rainbow Bridge, it knew love and it knew care. And as pet parents, for our pets, that's all we can do, is to give them the best life we can until their life is over. It's unfortunate that pets die much sooner than we do. But while they're here, they are a precious gift to us as humans. They teach us unconditional love. They teach us loyalty. They give us laughter. They give us a reason to smile. They give us companionship, even when we don't want it. They're always there for us. You had 15 years of love with your pet. Cherish the memories. Cherish the love. Hold all of that in your heart and never forget. But just know you did the best you could with your baby, and they're at peace now. Maggie later says, how many text and voice messages did you leave today alone? Let's just say he unblocked you so that you would just do what you did all day. Call and text repeatedly. He is going to do one of two things with that information. Either he takes it to a legal counsel or he dangles it like a carrot in front of your sorry face. It's a lose-lose situation type deal. See, I'm confused. She was texting him all flippin' day. So he wasn't answering? Maybe after the first couple of times, he just said, screw this, and he cut off his phone. And if he did, I don't blame him because she gets obsessive. talking to people. She just doesn't know when to leave well enough alone. She assumes that everybody is like her and they have no life and they don't have anything to do. She wants attention when she wants it, but she doesn't consider other people got other things to do. Other people have a life, Chantal. You got to wait your turn sometimes, sis. Sansa says, this is why it is so important to hug and spend quality time with your children, starting when they are little. Your kids are your kids, not your friends. See, that's the thing. I'm not trying to be mean to Mama Serault. I didn't know the woman. That it would seem the way that Chantal acts that something was lacking in discipline and upbringing. Maybe she was allowed to run wild and she just didn't have anybody to check her and reel her back in. And that's why at 38 years old, she's acting the way that she's acting. Maybe the parenting was a little lax. It was a little lax for far too long. And by the time they tried to reel her back in, it was too late. She was already too headstrong. But you're right. When you are a parent, you got to be a parent. You sometimes have to do things to your kids that they may not like at the time, but later on when they get older, they understand. You're going to have to say things and enforce things that they don't agree with when they're young, but when they're older, they go, you know what, Mom? You know what, Dad? I understood why you kept me away from those things and you steered me in this direction. I get it now, and I will remember the lessons. You can't be a friend to your child because if you're too much the friend, then you're not enough the parent. Little Kitten says, I don't see trauma. I don't see fear. I don't see hypervigilance, and I don't see avoidance. You aren't traumatized. You're a little girl driving herself crazy because she can't have what she wants. This is obsession. There's a difference. You need help. I love that comment, Little Kitten. I love that. I love that. Here, let me just give you a thumbs up for saying that. Well said. Well said, madam. She doesn't know real love. Real love is balanced. It is healthy. It is not obsessive. She's obsessing over him the way she obsesses over too many edibles and food. Her whole life is about unhealthy obsession and pitching a fit when she can't have what she wants when she wants it. Techie RN says, as Chantal world turns, the soap opera continues. Same crab, different day. It's funny that you say soap opera because I grew up in the 80s with all those great soap operas, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, and my favorite, Port Charles. Oh, that was a great series. I had a crush on the male lead, Caleb. Oh, Lord. I could fall over looking at Caleb. He was hot. For those that are not aware, Port Charles, like an old soap opera drama series that revolved around vampires. It was so well done, though. I still watch it on YouTube. Very sexy, sensual drama type thing. But yeah, you know what? I wouldn't even call it a soap opera because at least soap operas are interesting. There's different stuff going on. With Chantal, it's the same scene, different room. You know, it's not even like different sets or nothing. People saying she's obsessed. Let's see. Everybody talking about Nader. Melissa Dunphy says, but why do you eat soup with your teeth from a spoon? Maybe her teeth hurt? I would imagine her teeth hurt because she never brushes them. She might have cavities. Princess Darkness saying, you're never going to be able to make sense of the situation because you're dealing with a professional scammer and grifter. How many times am I going to say it? What do I have to do, y'all? Do I have to fly a banner in the sky for everybody to get it? He's not the only scammer. She is too. Why isn't anybody acknowledging that? That all of them are in on it. Pete, Dee Dee, Chantal, Nader. They're all in on it. Pete is Chantal's accomplice. Dee Dee is Nader's accomplice. But all their hands are dirty. They all have a hand in this thing. That's why their hands are filthy. It's not just Nader. It's all of them. They're all guilty of this. They all got a part to play. Stacy says, why don't you do late night lives anymore? Because she's with Nader. Because she'll stream all freaking day just so she can go to him late at night. She thinks she's being sneaky and clever, and she ain't, because we still know she's over there, because she'll come home the next day cranky, crashing from the cola, bad attitude, with a smirk on her face because she spent time with Nader. She gives herself away too much. Mick says, does she not understand what a grift is? Or is this all a freaking act, all three of them? Yes, it is an act. This is all performance art. All of it. All of it. Performance art by three grifters. This is the Chantal show, and every single actor and actress is a grifter. There you go. What else is there to say? Okay, so that's it for the React video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please like it, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.